you were in the market, you were looking at solutions. What what led you to trust us as the solution of choice here?
Yeah, I think the first thing we did was really focus on who has, documented established relationships with Workday, right? I've been around the block a few times. Every single vendor will tell you they integrate with Workday, and what that means is just fundamentally different across the board. And so we were looking for one that had that like designation with Workday as a partner. And that really narrowed it down pretty quickly to a couple. And one of the things that really attracted me to the Opkey was this concept of, you know, AI test automation where, you look at our transactional history and use that to build your test data sets, right? And so,
Yep.
you're looking through how we've executed change job as an organization, for the past 5 years and saying, great, like sometimes this is there and sometimes that there and sometimes that's there and sometimes both of these are there. So let's generate test cases off of that, like so that it's not just me saying, oh, let's test everything at once and like miss some of those subtleties and nuances, right? And I think, really the ability for us to create, end-to-end coverage across all of our processes was critical. And one of the other things was that you all really came to the table to help us, deploy pretty rapidly. And you had a lot of good, what's the word I'm looking for? I felt that you guys were also very aligned to Workday's release cadence, right? Like you all weren't, it didn't
Mm-hmm.
feel rushed, right? When we went through the release cycle, it didn't feel rushed. It felt like, okay, you were on top of it, you were aligned, you knew, and then we were able to say, okay, like here's our annual calendar, here's, because we do 5 different open enrollments a year for different populations. Here's where we're going to need to make sure we're focusing on that and really having good technical and functional teams that understood Workday as much as your platform.